The following portion of Fox 43 AM Live is sponsored by Tender Loving Care Pet Nursing Hotel.
And Leslie, owner of TLC Pet Nursing Hotel, is here with us once again to talk this week about leashes for our pets and kind of harnesses as we travel our dogs around. Okay, I really do love this because Garth is, he's a big dog. So the leash was definitely a struggle at one point. So let's start with leashes now. There are so many options: retractable, regular, harnesses. How should pet owners decide which one is best?
Right. I think that's a great question. First of all, I would say it's important that you have some kind of training with your dog with leashes, right? So that they are trained to learn how to walk on a leash. That's very important. Yes. So you have regular leashes, which I think are great because it's a great way to control your dog when you're on a walk. Retractable leashes, I am not so much a fan of because while the pets love them, gives them free range to go wherever they want to go, but sometimes that can be a problem with control, or if the lead is out too far, they can get tangled up, their legs can get tangled up in it, or it could even be dangerous if you can't reel them back in time and traffic comes or people come or another dog is coming. And then there are harnesses, which I think are perfect for all dogs, but most especially for small dogs, because what happens is putting a regular leash around their neck kind of constricts their throat, and that's not a good thing. So I think harnesses are great for smaller dogs. For smaller dogs,
okay. So yes, that's interesting because I was imagine the harness is great for big dogs. Once they start to pull, they have the different spots you can connect to, so they can kind of turn.
Exactly. So harnesses are also great for bigger dogs or for any dog that pulls. So if they're not really well trained and they're pulling because they want to go and they're getting ahead of you, or they see another dog and they want to go, having a harness is a better way to control those bigger dogs. You can have more control, and the way that you do it too is to make sure that the leash is off to the side so that when you're pulling them back, you're also getting them over on their body so that they know, okay, come back, don't go so far, and actually they feel the strength of the pull to bring them back. So I think harnesses are great also for pullers, whether that's a medium-sized dog or a large dog. That's really important.
100%. I completely agree with you. I've gone through that whole experience myself, and we definitely came to the side pull harness. It's really fantastic. But also, let's talk about keeping dogs safe in the cars now as well. What's the best way to secure them while driving? Like small dogs, big dogs, they cause a little bit of chaos sometimes.
Yes. So a lot of small dogs, like Pomeranians and that kind of thing, it's good if you have a car seat for them that you put in the back. And then for other dogs, you can put them on a harness and then strap the harness in on a seatbelt made for cars. This way, their whole body is going to be safe. Or like I do, you can put them on a seatbelt, and then that gives them a little bit more range of motion in the back of the car. So those are the types of things that I recommend using for dog safety, which is really important.
100%. And I know I see people, they let their dogs sit on their lap while driving. Like, I hear the danger in your voice. It's how dangerous is it really? Because it's so cute, though, Leslie. It's
adorable, I know. But people have them on their lap, and then people also have them with their head out of the window, and that's not a good thing. So having the seat belts on are really important because you don't want the dog to go anywhere. Sitting on your lap, if the car lurches or you're going to be in an accident, that dog will go front. They can hit the dashboard. They can hit the window. They can really be very badly hurt if they're not constrained in the car. So it's important that you don't have your dog sitting on your lap. You don't have a dog with their head out the window. A car can come by too close and not a good thing.
Yes, and so we're strapping the dog into the car, back seat. We're talking back seat.
We're talking back seat.
Okay.
We are talking back seat. That is the best way to do it.
Fantastic. Yes, if you're going to drive your dog to a dog park or something like that, or any other parks,
or to mom's, to the veterinarian, wherever they're going.
Get them there, get the right harness, get everything set up for them. You want to keep them safe.
Exactly. It's all about safety.
And Leslie, any final kind of thoughts for pet parents out there? You know, what's your best advice for dog owners when choosing the leashes, harnesses, car safety gear, all that?
I think it's important to know your dog, right? So if you have a puller, it's good to have a harness. If you have a tiny dog, it's good that you have a harness because you don't want to hurt their necks. And then for regular dogs, just using a regular leash, I think that's fine, but it's important to train your dog to make sure that they have leash manners, as we say. And that's the kind of thing that we can teach also at Tender Loving Care.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
What goes into the teaching a little bit of of leash care for a dog?
So what we do is we walk with them and we give them commands, and when they do the right thing, they get a treat. And so we are making sure that they're walking parallel to you, not ahead of you and not behind you. And that's the most important thing, is that they are right with you and they know when to stop. And when you stop, they need to stop. And that's something that you need to teach. It's not always very easy, but if you do it from a young age, they learn it, and then it's just natural for them to do that.
Fantastic. I think I need the opposite. I need to teach Garth to go when I go instead of just stopping himself and just laying down on the cement.
Yeah.
But it's adorable anyway.
Yes.
Well, Leslie, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you. Love being here. Thank you, Dane.
And everyone, to learn more about Tender Loving Care, you can visit tlcnursinghotel.com.
The preceding portion of Fox 43 AM Live was sponsored by Tender Loving Care Pet Nursing Hotel.